Hello, everybody. It is your girl Black Light Freakout. How are you doing? I'm doing very okay. I'm having a lovely evening. However, I probably won't upload this video until tomorrow, which would be Tuesday, um, June 23rd. I got so much time on my hands and so much energy. My Sudafed medication to help me with my sinuses. Since I didn't take that crap until 4 p.m., and it is now 11 o'clock p.m., I am full of energy. Hopefully, I can get some sleep tonight. Anyways, I'm just trying to keep myself busy to, bef- trying to make myself tired so I can go get some sleep. Unless I go take some, what is that stuff? Melatonin. I might have to try that out tonight. Take 5 milligrams of melatonin and force myself to go to sleep. Let's talk about the minimalist lifestyle, which I am starting to embrace. Um, a couple of years ago, I remember maybe 6 years ago, 5 to 6 years ago, I remembered when Marie Kondo became popular due to her book called Spark Joy. And I didn't get the first version. I bought the second one because the second one has illustrations, and I'm a highly visual person. You can you can write a long description and telling me how to fold socks, her method or underwear, but it's meaningless to me unless I see a diagram of sorts. So I bought the second book. And apparently, she has one up herself. She has like an anime version of Spark Joy for children, teenagers or whatnot. And it's beautiful. It's highly illustrated anime style. I'm just tempted to buy it just to have it, but this defeats the purpose of minimalism. Um, I got that book around the time my grandmother passed away. Actually, no, let me take that back. I bought that book a couple of years before my grandmother passed away, and I'm a book collector. I love books. I buy books many times and don't read them, and I'm going to stop that. Matter of fact, last year I made an effort to read a book per month, and that waned off around fall of last year. So I need to get back into the habit of reading a book a month. And so I got reacquainted with the book when I tried to make an effort to sell my mother's house, my grandmother's house, and she had so much belongings, and I was going to use her method, the Con Mari method, to declutter and throw away shit. But unfortunately, I had relatives that wanted to freeload in her house, assuming I was going to pay the property tax. And I was like, fuck it. I don't give a shit about this house. I kind of did. I want the money if it's going to be sold. But bitch, you're not going to have me declutter by myself while you just up in the house freeloading and shit, thinking that I'm going to continue pay the light bill, the gas bill, the property tax. Oh, that's not happening, bitch. So I didn't really use it for that situation the way I wanted to. So the book was put back on the bookshelf. I wasn't the one that cleaned out her house. And I'm like, for some reason, Well, I can't say for some reason. Since quarantine, I've been looking at videos of Americans living abroad in various countries. And I'm like, the last 2 weeks, I've had this urge of, I want to be prepared to live anywhere if I get the opportunity to do so. And I want to get rid of many things that I own where if I have the opportunity to move to another city, another state, another country, I wouldn't have to force myself to throw away crap and try to pack important things and make them decisions. Do I want to keep this or throw this away? I don't want to have to deal with that. So I am doing the KonMari method right now. I've dealt with the clothes. It's just not my stuff. Over the past 15 years, I have acquired things from family members that have passed away, and I kept them for sentimental reasons, even though many of the household items, decorations, furniture that I had of theirs really doesn't fit my personal taste. I kept because I remember growing up with this or growing up with that, and I just want to keep it. And I'm at this point right now, I'm like, fuck it. I am willing to throw away lots of personal belongings of deceased relatives if it doesn't fit my personal style. And whatever new home situation I go into, I want to decorate in ways that I can't really do in my current apartment. I'm not allowed to paint the walls. I said the next place I move into, I want to paint the walls. I want all black walls in every goddamn room. And I want all black furniture with accent color of, pillows and whatnots, maybe just accent a few, one or two accent colors that I will allow. But I want an all black home on the inside if I can't control the outside. And not just all black, but I'm not goth and I want no goth shit. I don't want my home to look like the fucking Adams family. I'm very futuristic. I'm a very futuristic. I want Art Deco stuff in my home. I love 1980s furniture, although 1980s furniture was a more modern take of Art Deco, the Art Deco style. Um, and I kind of like Japanese type stuff, some Swedish type of decorations because the Swedish aesthetic is almost like it's like the European version of Japanese aesthetic. The Swedes are very minimalistic too, to a certain degree, and I like futuristic accents. I want like neon lights in my home and stuff like that, and just kind of futuristic but still dark, but cozy. No really fancy schmancy furniture that's like a couch is like $3,000 and all that shit. I'm not interested. But I don't want it to look IKEA ish either because that style is way long gone and outdated. So I was like, let me get rid of stuff that won't complement how I would like to live my life in the future. let me stop accommodating other people's shit into my life just because I have sentiment. I got memories of people that have passed away. And with the KonMari method, you can kind of solve that problem by taking a photograph or something. If you want to keep the memories visually, but you can throw crap out. If you got a chair that used to be in grandma's front room, but it doesn't fit your style, it's some colonial Victorian type of chair, but you have a futuristic type of aesthetic in your home, you take a photo of it and you sell the chair or throw it away or whatever, but you still have a photo if you want to remember a piece of furniture that grandma used to have. I'm over it. So I'm doing the KonMari method. I did clothing. Um, a lot of clothing that was kind of old and looked tattered, have grease stains and stuff in it. I cut them up in small pieces. I'm like, you know what? I can use them for a wash rag to clean up my bathroom, kitchen. I can stop wasting paper towels for a while. Just use the clothes. I just cut them all up. So I got a big bag of cut up rags. Um, I'm doing books right now. I'm finished with the books. I just need to put the books that I want to keep organized on a bookshelf, and the books I want to keep but I know I won't use anytime soon. I'm putting them in boxes to store them away in my second bedroom, which I'm using as a little temporary storage space until I throw out crap in my huge walk-in closet. And then I'll whatever I get to that, I'll put things I'm storing in my second bedroom in that. So it won't be an eyesore. And then I bought two, what do you want to call them? Folding fans so I can sort my papers. I have lots of papers. Papers from maybe some from the 90s, but a lot from early 2000s, and papers dealing with deceased relatives when they passed away or when they were in hospice care. I was taking care of their bills and rent, mortgage, property tax, and I have a lot of their bank statements, bank cards still, and I'm like, I need to go through this crap and throw things away. And oh my God, papers is going to take forever. Doing clothes was a nightmare. And I still have a lot of clothes left because they're clothes for, they're still timeless, still stylish. But since I gained weight, I can't get back into them until I lose like a couple of weight. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not buying any new clothes in my current weight. It's kind of like a challenge for me to lose weight so I can get back to many of the good clothes I have up in my closet stored away. So, but the clothes I know are kind of outdated or they're old and grungy looking, or clothes that I bought but didn't wear and they got price tags still on them, and I just don't feel the same kind of way as when I bought it. I don't have that enthusiasm to wear it. It's like, why did I spend money on buying clothes I didn't even get a chance to wear and don't have the desire to wear it anymore. I don't like the style anymore, or the style is too outdated. Let me just give away. So I did clothes. I didn't do jewelry at all. I have a lot of jewelry accumulated from other deceased relatives, and real valuable jewelry, and then a lot of costume jewelry. Good costume jewelry. I have to I have to really find out what I'm going to keep because the last 5 years I haven't been much of a jewelry person except for wearing earrings. I haven't done the necklace thing, the bracelet thing, the anklet thing. I haven't been much of a jewelry person. I'm not sure if I want to get back into wearing jewelry like that, hardcore, like I used to do. And if I do want to get back into jewelry, what is my personal style? I can't even keep the good stuff that's from relatives if their style doesn't match how I perceive myself. If their style doesn't make me feel comfortable wearing. So I got to do jewelry. And it's just not like a few jewelry. I got like a big luggage case of jewelry. The biggest luggage they sell in any store, luggage store, Target, Walmart, is I got a big suitcase just filled up with jewelry. Just filled up with jewelry. And I got to get rid of. I know I'm not going to be wearing all that stuff. I used to love fashion hardcore in my 20s and in my 30s. In my 40s, I like fashion, but I really don't give a shit about it all that much. It's not a priority in my life right now. So, trying to have like a wardrobe of shoes and clothes and jewelry, I just don't give a shit like that no more. I don't. I really don't. I don't know if I'm going through a phase that lasted for a couple of years, or if this is just like truly me, or I'm just getting older and things that I used to obsess about when I was younger, I just don't care anymore. And I was like, what next? I'm not done doing the KonMari method. The first three major things is clothing. I'm not sure if accessories and jewelry is included. I haven't done accessories nor jewelry yet. Um, Books is second, and then papers. And then that she has this list called kimono. Kimono, not kimono, but kimono, which is just miscellaneous things such as office supplies, kitchen utensils, hardware tools like hammers, screwdrivers, just hygiene products, shampoo, toothpaste, mouthwash, just all everything else. Because people in general, they over accumulate mostly clothing, books, and paper. The kimono type items, they may have a lot of, but not in an excess of clothing, books, and paper. So I'm like, what next? What next after I declutter? And I know now until the end of June, let's say June 30th. So basically I have a week and 2 days, maybe a week and 1 day, just to sort out the paper and to reorganize my books. It's gonna take me a week to do that. So not kimono, the kimono slash miscellaneous stuff. I'm giving myself all of summer to deal with it. On average, Marie Kondo says it depending on how much stuff you own, it could take 6 to 8 months to do her everything that she mentioned in the book to declutter your home and get rid of stuff. It can take up to 6 to 8 months. So, yeah, hopefully it won't take me 6 months now into the end of this year. I'm want to be done by the end of summertime. And I was like, what next after that? What next after that? Because even though stationery is part of the kimono aspect, not the paper aspect, um, I just was trying to grab all my papers from various parts of my home, and I'm noticing pins in the second bedroom, pins in my bedroom, pins in my dining room, pins in my computer area. And I was like, well, since I'm seeing all these pins, let me collect these pins. From various parts of my home, I have about, I've collected 60 pins in the past 48 hours. 60. And what pissed me off was I forgot I bought a pack of pins, big pins mid May, and I forgot all about them. I think there was 20 pins in a packet. I think the pack of pins was like $6 or something like that. New pins. But I was collecting 50 pins, well, 40 pins here and there. Add on the pack of big pins, I have about 60 pins. And I'm the type of person that keeps buying pins because in my mind, I'm always losing pins, misplacing pins, thinking that I lost pins, so I keep on buying them. And then I have pins, people give you pins with their business logo and stuff like that. And I'm like, God damn, I don't have to buy pins for the next, I don't know, 10 years? 10 years. Because if you have one pen, let's say a big pen, I don't know how long it would take for you to write with that one pen until the ink runs out. I have no idea. I never had a situation where I keep writing with one pen until the ink runs out, unless, gel ink, because these new gel ink, I love gel ink pens, but you can write with one gel ink pen, and after almost 2 weeks, 2 weeks later after buying them, the ink is gone. But the regular ink ballpoint pens, I don't know. I don't know how long it would take. And it dawned on me how much money I have wasted just buying something as simple as pens and they're collecting. Then I started collecting all the Sharpies I've owned in every different color, all the highlighters in every different color. Then I buy like writing pens in various colors. I got a bucket of just Sharpie slash highlighters and colored writing pens. So I was like, Lord knows what I will find the more I keep cleaning, decluttering, and throwing crap away. I was like, what next? Because I'm thinking in the back of my mind how much money I have spent buying stuff that I've already owned, but because I didn't know where they were at in my home, I thought I never had them in the begin with. And I'm I'm noticing this is going to be the same situation with makeup. I'm finding makeup in old purses, eyeliners. I probably have about 10 to 15 eyeliners alone. Lord knows how many lipsticks I got here and there in different purses, different jacket pockets, some in the bathroom, some in my bedroom. I was like, what next? What next after I declutter this stuff? And so I was thinking, how about a minimalist lifestyle? How about a minimalist lifestyle? to where I won't be spending money unnecessarily if I don't fucking have to. If I don't have to. Because now when I see everything that I own in one spot, it makes me anxious. It makes me anxious to know that I have more than enough of a particular thing that I own. And it's like, what I'm going to do with this crap? What I'm going to do with it? And to think about, it's going to take me years to try to use this stuff up because I feel guilty spending money, wasting money on crap that I can't truly appreciate because I just own way too much of it. And so I've been looking up YouTube videos for the past 5 days on minimalism and conscious consumerism. Now, the last 10 years, I haven't been like a mindless consumer. Up to 2010, I bought whatever I wanted. I didn't give a shit if I owned something already, something similar to. Over the past 10 years, I've been doing less of that. Like, I used to one time own 15 pairs of jeans. Like, why would a person need 15 pairs of jeans and 30 t shirts and 50 pairs of panties? I don't know. Why would a person need to own that much? And over time, it went down to me just owning 5 pair of jeans. Just jeans alone. Blue jeans. Just say blue jeans. Let's not even talk about black jeans or jeans in different colors or khaki, not even including khaki pants and business slacks and all that. Just way too much clothes. And I'm like, why I'm doing this crap? I haven't been doing that bullshit in about 10 years. I'm getting out of that. So, but there's still other aspects of my life where I just spend money to be spending money sometimes. And I think nothing of it because in my mind, I'm not spending money like in my 20s and 30s on highly expensive stuff, which you call luxury items. I'm thinking that, oh, I'm spending instead of like a purse that's $700 and then buying another purse in a different color, same price. And I need a purse with fall colors, winter colors, spring colors, summer colors, and I'm buying. Back in the day, I used to have a wardrobe for every season, seasonal colors. Because you're not supposed to wear all white past Labor Day. And who's making these goddamn rules telling you what you can and cannot do? But I remember growing up with that shit. You can't wear white past Labor Day. If you want to wear white, not I'm not talking about off white. It used to be like snow white. And then they say if you're gonna wear white, it should be like an off white or a creamy type of white. Says who you gotta do that shit. Or you shouldn't wear dark colors, especially black in the summertime. You should lighten it up to pastels or neon colors or whatever. I used to pay attention to that bullshit. I ain't doing that shit no more. I'm not. It's a waste. It's a waste of time, waste of energy to keep having to have a different wardrobe for not only different occasions in your life, but different seasons. Who got the time? I don't got the time for that no more. But I'm like, goddamn. Instead of buying several different purses in different colors, I used to justify, well, at least the purse is not $700. At least the purse is just $50. So I'm saving money because I'm not spending as much as I used to. So then I would buy, instead of having multiple items from luxury brands, I would just justify it. Well, since I'm spending less, I can buy multiple items if I buy stuff cheaper. And I'm like, I'm not even doing that shit no more. Why do I need 10 purses? Why? So I'm like, I like fashion, but I don't want fashion to be my fucking life like that. It was fun when I was younger, but to me, there's way more important things than just looking trendy and try to be that first person to wear a certain style of clothing before everyone else does. Or if I'm not the first person, if someone beat me to it, I'll try to buy it just to, this is popular and I want it too. I'm over that bullshit. I don't give a shit about that no more. And I'm like, at this point, I'm thinking about what type of life I would like to have. What's important to me? What's important to me? And at first, I thought the minimalist lifestyle was about being fucking cheap. And until I found a podcast or somebody made a YouTube video saying there's a difference between the minimalist lifestyle versus a frugal lifestyle. People who are frugal are always looking for a bargain. And because they're always looking for a bargain, buying stuff on clearance, going to the thrift store, they overspend because in their mind, I didn't spend $100 on this shirt. I spent $3 on it. So I am going to buy $20 or $50 worth of shirts in the thrift store because I'm not spending a lot of money, but yet I'm buying a whole bunch of clothes I really don't need. But hey, if I bought it cheap though, I only spent $50 and I got me 10 shirts for $50 versus buying one shirt for $100. So you can over accumulate being frugal, but a minimalist, they could be frugal, but at the same time, they could appreciate high quality. So they would rather buy that shirt for $100 and wear it every day because it's high quality. It gives them pleasure wearing it than to own 10 shirts for cheap. And I'm like, I rather have a minimalist lifestyle. I would rather wear a uniform every day if the clothing makes me look good, I look clean, I look polished, I look pulled together, than have 20 pairs of jeans, 30 skirts, 50 tops, 20 t shirts, 20 pairs of shoes, all because I bought the shit on clearance at Old Navy or some goofy crap like that. I would rather have a shirt that cost me $200, a pair of pants that cost me same price, maybe a skirt that cost me the same thing, a $200 jacket. That's it in my wardrobe. Maybe buy 10 t-shirts in different colors and keep wearing that for 5 years. As long as the clothes still looks good, I keep it, hemmed up, dry cleaned. I would rather do that and have a uniform than to own a lot of crap I really don't need. I'm sick of owning a lot of stuff. I don't know. It's owning a lot of stuff used to give me pleasure. Like I was collecting stuff, collecting clothes, collecting jewelry, collecting books, collecting whatever heck I was collecting. I'm tired of it. Especially when I know I'm collecting stuff, it gives me pleasure to buy something new, to wear something new, and then I go back to wearing a new thing excessively for a week or two. And then when the thrill of that shit is gone, I'm back to wearing my old grungy clothes that I love and I feel comfortable in doing. You know what I'm saying? And I stop wearing the new thing. The new thing is in the closet and it stays in the closet for months, maybe a year or two, and it's ignored because I bought something else new to replace it. And I keep buying new stuff a couple of times a year. Excuse me, had to burp. And now I just got a closet full of clothes I'm not even wearing, don't have desire because the thrill of the newness is gone and I don't want to be bothered. Um, there are many nice videos on the minimalist lifestyle on YouTube. However, a lot of videos forces you have to watch them. However, and many times I don't have the time. I'm multitasking. I'm cleaning right now, decluttering. Yesterday I threw away 4 huge garbage bags worth of stuff. Today I collected, I didn't clean like I was supposed to today. I got tired of cleaning and throwing away crap. But I have a one huge garbage bag by me right now. And this is all stuff just in my front room slash computer area. I haven't even done the crap in my bedroom and the second bedroom and my god damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 closets. I haven't even, oh god. And I use my closet space just to hide the extra stuff I own, but I'm wasn't willing to throw crap away because I felt ashamed that I spent money on stuff that I barely used. And I would feel guilty in having to throw stuff away that I'm not using because I spent my hard earned money just to be buying stuff just for the thrill. So I shove a lot of stuff that's my personal embarrassment for spending money unwisely. I shove that crap all in my closets. And I have to deal with that over time this summer. So I don't have the time. I'm multitasking right now. I don't have the time to be sitting in front of my computer watching YouTube videos, watching people declutter and clean and showing examples of them going to the container store to show how they reorganize their dressers and their drawers and all. I don't got the time. So I found a new podcast. It's a wonderful podcast on YouTube. It's called The Minimalist. And there's two guys that invite people sometimes to talk about how to be a minimalist in every aspect of your life. There's one podcast, it's called episode 218, The Minimalist Fashion. How to declutter your wardrobe and to fight the temptation of being trendy, because when you're being trendy, you're following other people. You're following other people trying to keep up with the Joneses, and the whole podcast is so interesting. It's like, what is your personal style? What is you? Because when you're satisfied just being you, and wearing clothes that you like, that fits your personality, then you will stop giving a damn about, oh, she got a purse and it's hot and popular and all the fashion magazines is talking about it, or everybody on Instagram is wearing it. Oh, I must have it too. Even though that person, that may not be your style. If you're a person that likes to wear all black, but the purse is like a neon pink, just because you saw Kim Kardashian wear it, you want to go and buy it because everybody and their mama buys it or claim it's a must have. It's so in. Like, why are you doing that crap? I'm pretty much good in not doing that crap. I know my style. I know my style. Sometimes I don't buy clothing based on my style because my true style is a little avant garde, way too expensive. Not I'm not willing to pay for what my true style is. Not right now. That's not a priority in my life. So I'm not like living my fashion ideal right now. I'm t-shirts and jeans right now. I'm content with that. I'm very content like that. I mean, if I was gonna have a style, bitch, I would be spending a whole bunch of money on Donna Karen, Issey Miyake, and what's that dude? The one whose wife is named Leomi. Why can I not think of his name? Let me just type in her name, and her husband will come up. Not Leomi. Rick Owen. Well, Rick Owen wouldn't be making nothing in my size anyway. I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. But I'm just saying, Rick Owens, that would be that would be my type of style. Issey Miyake, love me some Issey Miyake. Um, Child, I wouldn't even be bothered with Issey Miyake. You gotta find a cleaners that can handle Issey Miyake. I've been a fan of Issey Miyake since the 1980s. I've seen the clothing up front. Never bought, to be honest, I never bought no Issey Miyake clothing. No man, take it, spam. Um, you can't just put that crap in the washing machine and think you're gonna put it in your dryer when you're done. You would ruin the clothing. You have to take that to a special person to clean it, Issey Miyake, without ruining the design. Heck, heck. As they say, love somebody from afar, bitch. I'll love Issey Miyake from afar. But I'm just saying that's the vein of style of clothing I like. A little bit of avant-garde, techno wear, half-ass light techno wear. Um, but right now, I'm not interested in spending the type of money that it costs for techno wear. Not right now. That is not my priority in life. When I'm gonna get into fashion like that, I don't know. It's right now. It's not a priority. I don't know when I lost the thrill of fashion. I don't know. Maybe since a lot of relatives has passed away in the past 10 years, and me doing hospice care, home hospice care, and it's like I'm dealing with real life, me caring about fashion while I'm looking at people die up in my face and handling their personal affairs. Fashion, I guess I lost the artificialness, the shallowness of fashion. I lost it dealing with real life. So I don't know. Um, and another thing I've noticed too, the past 2 years, I've been highly obsessive about YouTube videos concerning small houses, tiny houses. I am obsessed about the tiny house movement. Obsessed. Where you got to pare down things that you own because you're living in a small space. And I didn't get into the tiny house movement. Okay, the reason I became obsessed about the tiny house movement was from the past 10 years. I've been watching a lot of Americans and Canadians documenting their life living in South Korea and in Japan. And many apartments in South Korea and in Japan are very small. And compared to American homes and homes in Canada, so it was very interesting to see Americans try to pare down their life in small spaces. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, I can live in a small space as long as my living environment was great. And to see Americans, not so much Canadians, Canadians are a little more grateful for what they have. Americans are spoiled little bitches, just spoiled little bastards, always complaining about not having enough, and they got plenty. And that's what I hate about Americans and American culture. Just excess of owning shit, but still complaining that you don't have enough and you're still broke and poor, but you own the most. You own more than maybe Europeans own, and but you still acting like you're fucking broke. To see Americans complain about living in smaller home spaces in South Korea and Japan just fucking irritated me. And I was like, I would rather have a smaller home, not own a whole lot of furniture and a whole lot of home appliances in order to live in a country so safe. They say in South Korea and in Japan, you can leave your wallet, your purse, your book bag on a table or on a bench in a park, a crowded park, a touristy area of the park. Come back, your crap will still be there. No one has gone into your purse, your wallet to take some money out to see how. You can't do that in America. You can't do that in America. And we try to make up for the shitty country by competing to own a big ass house or a mini mansion. Fuck mini mansions. A huge ass mansion. If you're just a family of four, why do you need a mansion like Calabasas with 8 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms and a car garage with 6 to 8 fucking cars you can fit? Why do you need all of that? Why do you need all of that? It's really stupid. I don't understand. I don't understand this need for space that's not utilized. And I'm so sure people who live in fucking mansions don't even go to many parts of the house, but yet they're paying they paid the mortgage and they're paying property tax of unutilized space just to say I got me a big home. It's the goofiest concept ever. Just really strange. Now, my apartment is really nice. My apartment is com- compared to an apartment in Manhattan. My apartment is bigger than the most expensive apartment in Manhattan. The size of my kitchen to me is small, but it would be a luxury kitchen to somebody living in Manhattan. I've seen lots of real estate videos on YouTube of apartments in Manhattan. My apartment would probably be $4,000 to $5,000 in Manhattan, Midtown, or maybe upper. I don't know, maybe I don't know, Upper West Side or Upper East Side, but it'll be up there. I like the size of my apartment, although I kind of feel like it's a little excessive for one person living in it. Technically, I'm not utilizing all the space. I could go smaller. I could go smaller. I would rather have a one bedroom apartment. I have two bedrooms. I would rather get rid of the one bedroom in order to make my bathroom a little bit bigger and my kitchen a little bit bigger, because my kitchen, I want more counter space. I would like to have an island in my kitchen because the past 12 months I've been eating out less. Why I'm putting a T at the end of that. I've been eating out less and cooking more. And because of that, been eating healthier and doing things to eat healthier, that, around the time this year, I looked in some old notebooks where I was documenting my weight loss. I lost 20 pounds in a year time just by adjusting my eating habits, by cooking from home more, stop eating out a lot at lunch, at work, and bringing food from home, stop buying soda, juice, milk. I just buy heavy cream to put in my coffee. I don't drink milk. Um, I don't buy soda. I don't buy juice. I mostly drink water. Um, Water, tea. Yeah, just those few adjustments in my life. I lost 20 pounds. Not really trying to lose weight. It's just an adjustment. Small adjustments count here and there. Not only that, I've saved money. I would eat out every day for lunch when at work. And then after work, I would go to a restaurant and eat again. I've saved so much money in the past year. And I bought new appliances. I bought an air fryer and it's taken up a lot of space on my counter. So if I would have a home, I would love a bigger kitchen because I would love to get into cooking hardcore and buy a few more appliances, but I got nowhere to place the appliances because I'm overrun with stuff already in my kitchen. And then I would love the next place I get. I don't take baths. I prefer showers. So I would love to have a bathroom, a beautiful bathroom that almost looked like something out of Ale decor, where it's a nice sized bathroom, not excessive, not like some master bathroom that's just excessively too big, but just with a beautiful tiled shower. Shower so big that you can place a bathing chair. Because I have a bathing chair in my bathtub. I don't like to stand up taking showers. I like to sit down, lather up, have the lights off, and have a candle. Take a shower in the semi dark. It is so soothing to me. I want a beautiful bathroom with a nice shower with beautiful tiling. Something that looks like my bathroom. I want my bathroom to look like it came out of a goddamn five-star hotel. Because I love me a good bathroom in a nice hotel. There's nothing like nothing like it. So it's like with a minimalist lifestyle and me prioritizing, I would rather use my money in more productive ways so I can have the lifestyle that I want instead of dressing like I have a certain lifestyle, which many Americans do. Many Americans dress to impress. They pretend like they're tier up in the financial bracket, but they're not. If they're lower class, they're dressing like they're middle class or rich and wealthy, and they're not. Middle class folks trying to emulate the wealthy folks, and they're not. What's the point of owning a Porsche, but you live in the hood? I never understood that shit. I grew up with people owning BMWs and Audis and mm, I forgot the popular cars in the early 90s that people were having, but they live in the fucking hood. Like, why? Well, Lexus is not popular now, but people living in the hood buying Lexus. I don't get it. I don't get it. There are people in my neighborhood who are wealthy. I can't really say that. I can't say that. Let's just say rich. Because rich is on the lower rung of wealthy. I know they're rich. I know they're definitely not upper middle class. They're rich. There's some people in my neighborhood that got Porsches. And a few years ago when it was popular they had Lexus. But what is the new trendy car in my neighborhood among the wealthy? Fiat. Fiat. And many of the Fiats are not Abarth. They're the lower and most expensive models. I'm not sure if it's Arbarth or Arbart. I never heard anyone actually pronounce it, but the Arbart one, Arbarth, is the one that you can drive on the expressway. The other Fiats, you better not get on the goddamn expressway. The other cheaper Fiats, maybe 17, $18,000. Those are the ones you just need to drive on the street only. You better not go over 40, 45 miles per hour, or that car is gonna shut down on you. Buying Fiats, Fiats. I think that Arbart Fiat it has to be 20 or $22,000. That's what the rich folks in my neighborhood are buying. I've been seeing Fiats in my neighborhood for the past 3 years, but it was like a little fluke. Like, oh, somebody got a Fiat. Ain't that cute? And then over time, I'm just seeing more and more Fiats. fiats. That's, I don't know if that's minimalism or frugality. Probably both. Because basically, what do you need a car for? My neighborhood public transportation is very good. You really don't need to own a car at all. But you may want a car if you don't want to be fucking bothered with getting on the bus and taking the train. So, and then there's a convenience if you want to go grocery shopping. And maybe that's why there's some of the people in my neighborhood, they're buying Fiats because it's like, let's be realistic. I'm just need a car to leave my home, my townhouse, my condo, my apartment, to go to the grocery store, go to the drugstore, and carry my ass back home. If you're just doing that, why do you need a Porsche? Why do you need a Lexus or whatever expensive car that's popular now? Why do you need that? Especially, I live basically downtown. So, if you live in downtown, you can basically walk all around downtown. You don't need a car for the neighborhood I live in. It's just you can afford one, you got one because you just feel like it, you're not an adult unless you have a car. Well, just get a goddamn Fiat to do the basics in life. And plus, people in my neighborhood are a little bit different. I live in a neighborhood that's mostly upper middle class. Well, not that's not true. Well, it depends what area in the neighborhood. It's upper middle class here and there, but this mostly like the lower rung of rich. But the people are not show offy. Even the Porsches in my neighborhood, they're very understated. They're not the fancy schmancy. It's like, hey, look at me, I got a Porsche. It's not like the people who own like was it Avatar Lambo. It's not the folks doing the Lambo bullshit where it just screams, I got money. Come and carjack me, shoot me in the head, and take my car. It's the wealthy folks, rich folks in my neighborhood got more sense than that. If they're going to buy something expensive, it's still kind of understated. Maybe there was a few people that had the fancy schmancy cars, and guess what? I remember walking down the street and I'm seeing glass all on the street because someone broke into that goddamn car. When you show off a little too goddamn much. I'm for the minimalist lifestyle. I rather focus using my money and prioritizing my money and having experiences than to show off to please other people visually. I don't give a fuck how you think about me, how you see me. I cannot give any fucks. Bitch, I'm not here for you. My life is not here for you. I'm here for me. I'm here for me. So there's no point in me buying expensive clothing and expensive purses to impress you, bitch. I'm not in the mood for that no more. If I like something expensive, whether it's flashy or understated, I'm going to buy it because I like it. I don't give a fuck about what you think about it because I like it. I worked hard enough to be able to afford it, and I feel like I need to have it because it's something I truly want. Not because it's trendy, not because I saw several other people wear it, not because I saw it in Vogue magazine. Now, if I saw it in Vogue magazine and that's the only way I saw something for the first time and it catches my eye, I might feel like, do I want to buy this? It looks really nice. I might go to the store and check it out. Wherever boutique that's selling it or department store. I'm going to check it out to see, look at it in person to see, is it something I really want to spend my money on? But it's not like, oh, Vogue magazine has a photo of it, so I must try to buy it because I want to be the first person to wear it. And I saw there's a photo of Gwyneth Paltrow wearing this, so I like her. I'm a fan of her, so I'm gonna buy it too, just because Gwyneth Paltrow have it. And I love me some Gwyneth Paltrow. I really don't like Gwyneth Paltrow that much as for acting, but I'm just saying that's how people do, and I don't give a shit about that no more. I don't do that stuff no more. Like I see Beyonce wearing some Terry Mugler, so I feel like I wanna be like Beyonce. I'm gonna buy it too. Or Nicki Minaj is wearing Fendi, and I like Nicki Minaj, and I think I'm a bad bitch like Nicki Minaj, or I wanna be a bad bitch like Nicki Minaj. So let me go buy some Fendi. I don't do that bullshit. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm only buying things that make me truly happy, and be a conscious consumer about what I buy. What I mean by that, do I really need something? Like, do I need. It amazes me. I got some relatives like this, and some people I know. They got they got regular jobs, very I wouldn't say non-important jobs, but I'm trying to figure out, why do you have three to four different cell phones? I just don't understand. Now, I can understand if you had your personal cell phone, you get a job, and your job says, we want you to use this cell phone for business purposes. Okay, I can understand why you got two cell phones. But three and four cell phones? I've been seeing people switching up cell phones, and I'm like, how many cell phones do you? Why do you need three or four cell phones for? And it's just for you. It's not like, oh, sometimes my wife used this cell phone, sometimes I use it, and sometimes the kids use it. No, one person with three or four different cell phones. If bitch, you can go online and get two or three, four, five, six, seven telephone numbers and use it on the same goddamn cell phone. You don't have to have a cell phone, three or four cell phone accounts just for one. I don't understand it. It's just people doing shit to be doing shit. I can maybe understand you have a desktop and then you have a laptop you just want to use when you travel. But why do you need three laptops? Why do you have three laptops? Why you got three laptops? Help me understand. Why are you doing that? What's the point of having four cars? I can understand maybe hubby got a car, wife got a car, and then maybe there's a family car, SUV type of thing. Because maybe you don't want to have the SUV to go everywhere, especially when you're trying to be presentable. If you want to be presentable for a business type situation on a night on the town. But I don't understand people that got like five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 cars where they have to have a parking garage that houses 10 to 20 cars. Tell me why. Why? I mean, if you got the money, I guess you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I'm just saying, what is the point Sometimes I want to switch to the Porsche. Sometimes I want to switch to the Rolls Royce. Sometimes I want to switch to the Lambo. Sometimes I just want the basic Audi. Sometimes I want to be in the BMW, and sometimes I want the Volkswagen, and then sometimes I want my Tesla. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, depending on my mood, I switch the cars around. I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, all power to you. If you're rich enough to do it, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. To each their own. To each their own. Only thing I dislike about the minimalist lifestyle is that a lot of people on YouTube, their aesthetic is very boring. It's so IKEA-ish. If it's not looking like they're shopping at IKEA, they're looking like, I don't know. I don't Does Crate and Barrel still exist? I have no idea. I haven't been in a Crate and Barrels in over 20 years. Where they're doing all this wicker type furniture where everything looks like a fucking wicker basket in their home. I'm like, why does minimalism equals looking like you shopped out of IKEA, or you live in a house in some safari or something, or in the Amazon rainforest? Why your home looking like that? Why can't there be a very stylish minimalist home? Excuse me, had to burp. I don't know why minimalism is equated with boring or having an ascetic lifestyle like you're a goddamn monk. And you're a goddamn monk, and you are punishing yourself. You are punishing yourself with boring. Like you feel like you cannot have glamorous looking things in your home because you're a minimalist. I must punish myself with boring and plain. Ugh. I just know when this whole pandemic situation is over with and I get the hell out of this apartment, because I don't know, my landlord wants to allow ghetto ass people into this apartment, and it has brought down the atmosphere so much. I just know that I may be a minimalist. I'm not going to own a whole lot of furniture and a whole lot of decorative stuff where I feel like the whole walls of my apartment must be decorated and I gotta have knickknacks all over the place just to be bringing stuff into the home, just to be bringing stuff to the home. Like, I don't mind interior decor, but sometimes people just be decorating to be decorating. I want strategic decoration, curated decoration, and everything is going to look beautiful and glamorous. It's just I'm not going to fill my space with useless crap and be spending money to be spending money. I want to appreciate what I own, and it's going to be highly decorative and whatnot. I like glamour. I like glamorous looking stuff. I can appreciate simple stuff, but I do like glamour. I grew up in the 80s. I'm an 80s child. I grew up on Dynasty, darling. Dynasty. Yes, ma'am. Turkey spam. Um, the 80s was all about opulence. But unlike the eras that I grew up in, I don't feel like I have to be filling stuff with knickknacks all over the place and got tons of pictures on the wall. I don't know. Because if you look at Elle Decor and other types of home interior decoration magazine, a lot of stuff is just basically clutter. Clutter disguised as or associated as chic. I be looking at these mansions and these fashion, not fashion magazines, these home decorating magazines, and it's like, damn, I'm so sure the front room alone, they have spent $100,000 on stuff, but it's highly unattractive stuff. Highly unattractive. It's like they paid for a stylist, interior decorator, and gave them all their goddamn savings to decorate with, I know, furniture and paintings and sculpture and knickknacks that were pricey, pricey as hell, but the home looks like fucking crap. And it be surprising me when they say, "Oh, this home belongs to such and such a famous celebrity," and I'm like, "Wow." Ooh, let me tell you one person's home I was very disappointed. It wasn't in a fashion magazine. It was on a YouTube video. Who was that chick? Marilyn Manson's ex-girlfriend, Dita Von Teese. Oh my God, she did a home tour. I was like, damn, her home, except for one or two rooms, her home looks like crap. And I know, and she even said, "Oh, I spent a lot of money on this couch. I spent a lot of money on this couch, but I hate sitting on this couch. It looks pretty. The couch looks pretty." She'll say something like that. "The couch looks beautiful. It's very photogenic, but to be honest, I can't sit on the couch because it hurts my back. The couch is so uncomfortable." And I'm like, I know the couch, she probably paid $4,000 just to have this particular couch, and it's so uncomfortable. You don't want to sit on it, but you bought it because it's photogenic. So just in case somebody like El Decor, the editor in chief, wants to come and photograph you in your house, you're gonna pose on that couch, and that couch is only good for posing and photos. Like the fuck. Her home looks like crap. I was surprised, and I know she spent a whole bunch of money for her stuff. Dita Von Tee's home looks like crap. Let me put it on the record. I said it first. Her home looks like crap. I was so goddamn disappointed. You would think a woman who was supposed to be a burlesque dancer, who prides herself on dressing fancy schmancy and glamorous, and her home, you would have thought it was owned by some wealthy senile person who went and did some dumpster diving in some various alleys of thrift stores. I was like, God damn, I'm so fucking disappointed. Oh God. Oh God. Ugh. 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 I can't. I can't. Maybe I shouldn't talk. She had way more expensive stuff that's in my goddamn home. I'll tell you that. But I'm just saying, if I'm gonna spend, I don't know how much she spent in her home to redecorate. I would be surprised if she spent $200,000, a quarter million, on a couple of rooms alone, not the whole. I would not be surprised if she spent 500,000, a half a million, on all the decorations that's in her home, but to look like it looks like Frankenstein's condo. I don't. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Ugh, just ugh. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that. I want it glamorous but simple. Glamorous but simple. And I'm not buying furniture that I hate to sit on, but it looks glamorous for a photo op. I don't got. I'm not spending $1,000 doing that stupid shit. No, ma'am, sucker spam. You got a home that you're not utilizing, but it looks fabulous on camera. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? It makes no sense. But hey, but hey, I guess people are shallow, I guess, and got the funds to do stupid shit. In my opinion, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. I'm gonna get off because I'm getting sleepy now. So my medication is wearing off on me. Ooh, I've been talking for an hour and 30 minutes, close to. Um, yeah. Last year I threw out a lot of furniture. I have no couch in my front room. So if you want to come down and think you're gonna make yourself cozy on my front room couch, think again. Think again. My couch was kind of old and it was bothering my allergies, and I was like, at the time, I thought I was going to move to New York City to roommate with a fellow comedian friend that lived in Hamilton Heights. That shit didn't work out because he thought he was moving to California with his boyfriend. And the only reason he wanted me to move to New York was because his roommate left. And he was like, you said you tired of Chicago. Would you mind moving to NYC? It would be fun if we can hang out together and blah blah blah. I would prefer you to be my roommate. And I was kind of thinking about it, like, should I? Should I? Should I? So I half-assed threw away some things, got rid of some furniture, sold some stuff, and it's like I'm going to take it to the extreme. I may be bare minimum at the end of this year. I want to just prepare to move to wherever. The furniture that I have, I'm not even sure I want it in my new place. But I don't want to buy furniture while I'm here because you know how it is. Sometimes you move to a new place and the furniture that you used to own really doesn't fit the new place. And I would love to just start over completely. So my home is not really glamorous. To a certain extent, it's not cozy. It's just livable. And I can deal with that because I kind of like the fact that I'm making myself so kind of uncomfortable a little bit to remind myself, hey, don't get too comfy in here. The plan is to leave this place. So that's kind of like the reason I'm doing the KonMari method. And here and there, I'll Google or go on Pinterest for like furniture ideas, um, to get an idea how I would like my future place to kind of sort of look. So whenever I do move, um, I won't be just shopping for furniture and trying to make do. I will have a certain style that I want and I'll try to stick to that style, just not be furniture shopping just in order to fill some space because I have an apartment. I feel like I need a couch. I'm not seeing my desired couch, but I'm just going to buy a couch just to say I have a couch. Fuck it. I don't give a shit if I don't have a couch. If I don't get the couch that I desire that fits my taste, then I just won't have a couch. I just won't have a couch for a long time until I see the type of furniture that I actually want. Not me just feeling like, oh, I must have something, so I should just buy. I won't be doing that. So that means I won't be having company anytime soon because somebody don't like the fact that they can't sit on the couch. They got to sit at my dining room table. That's hey, this is my place. I'm paying rent here. No, I'm not paying rent for you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're lucky that I invited your ass to my place in the first in the first place. I'm not buying furniture unless unless I find something that I truly want in my home environment. If that means the only furniture I have is just a bed and a dining room table and a computer table, and that's it, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Unless a piece of furniture is calling me. It's calling me where I feel like, oh, I need this chair. I really want it. Unless it's calling me like that, I would just have an empty apartment. I'm not buying stuff just to have, just to feel like I'm supposed to be like everybody else. Not doing that crap no more. Nope. That's about it. Oh, there is another minimalist. I'm not sure if it's a minimalist challenge or a frugal challenge, but the challenge is to own one of everything only. Now, I know like right now I got 4 or 5 pairs of scissors. Now, some of them are there's a difference between shears and scissors. Scissors is for cutting paper and stuff like that. Shears is for cutting fabric. Okay, I have a very good pair of scissors and I have a very good pair of shears. And shears is shaped differently than scissors. One of the blades for the shears are flat because when you cut fabric, you're cutting against a table. Well, usually when you cut things with scissors, you're holding something in your hand and you're cutting it. You don't, yeah. So I have one good pair of scissors. The scissors are $15, and I got one good pair of shears that can cut through any fabric, rough, tough, whatever. $15. And I just got like all these little scissors that I've collected and bought because I misplaced crap. I got two or three hammers because I misplace a hammer or I forget that I got a hammer and I buy another hammer. So there's this challenge. I think it's more minimalist where people just try to own one of everything. One of everything. I don't know if that goes into clothing, like you own one pair of jeans, one pair of khakis, one jacket. I don't know. I don't know when it comes to clothing. But for other things in the home, where we always got duplicates of stuff because we misplace things and don't put things in proper places where we think we don't have it or don't own it already, We don't think about it until we start cleaning. We go, oh God, I didn't realize I already got two or three hammers. And last year I bought another hammer. Because there was a hammer in the garage, and there was a hammer in the closet, then there was a hammer in some drawer in the kitchen that I rarely go into. So I assume I didn't have any hammers at all. Now I got four hammers. The fuck? So once I declutter and I do an inventory of everything I own, I'm not buying any more stuff. I got to be mindful. And I love that I'm doing this KonMari method, even though it's a pain in the ass to sort and to throw away and then try to organize and put everything back. And but it's making me realize of how much stuff I already own and just accumulate duplicates, wasting money unnecessarily. Again, I got 60 pins. 60 pins. And while I continue to clean, I might find more pins. I got bags, I got several book bags, several different type of purses up in my closet I haven't even gone through. I might find more pins. I got briefcases. I probably have enough writing pens where I don't have to buy pens for another 10 to 15 years. It's fucking ridiculous. Goddamn. Mm. The KonMari method is going to be a game changer for me, for my life when I am done by the end of the summer. It's going to be life changing, I know. And many people on YouTube who have done the KonMari method, the Spark Joy method, they said it has changed their life tremendously. And I'm looking forward to that, where I live simply. I don't know. I paused for a second because when I say live simply, which is I want to do, at the same time it brings me joy to have a simpler life, but at the same time the word almost disgusts me because we've used the word simply as to mean kind of like associated with poverty and brokenness. Oh my God, there was a few videos on YouTube talking about is minimalism the new broke? Because people assume that if you don't own a lot of things in life that it means that you're poor because you can't afford to buy stuff unnecessarily. And this one guy was like, I'm a minimalist and most of my clothing is goddamn expensive. I may have one pair of jeans, but my jeans bitch is like $300. You know what I'm saying? I'm no way from being broke. And he was like, I buy tech gear, tech wear. And he was like, tech wear is expensive as heck. He was like, don't associate minimalism with poverty. It's you have the right to own expensive things. You're just not owning a lot of it. So you can appreciate the few expensive things that you do have. He says, just because I'm a minimalist doesn't mean I can't enjoy life and I have to buy cheap things. He was like, sometimes I buy inexpensive things, but there's a lot of things that I love that are expensive. He was like, I'd rather have one pair of expensive shoes wear the shoes every day than to own cheap stuff and have lots of it. I forgot what designer he named his shoes from, but it's on the par like Yeezys, but I know he didn't buy no Yeezys. I forgot what brand. It was some brand I never heard of. Dude said his shoes was a couple of $100. Several, not couple. Couple is like $200, $300. He said his shoes was like it was under 1,000, but still it was over $500. But he was like, I am not broke. I am not broke. Just because I wear the same shoes every goddamn day doesn't mean I'm broke. And he only had like three pairs of pants and a couple of t-shirts and a few jackets. He said he basically wears a uniform daily, but his clothes are expensive. And he was like, just because you see me in the same clothes over and over and over again, don't mean I'm broke. Doesn't mean I am broke, honey. So I don't know. I when I said I want to live a simpler life, I don't know. It excited me, and then it something hit me where it was like disgust, like the association with living simply as for living in poverty or something like that. It's just I need to change my mindset. Because I'm determined to live simply, but still glamorously. I'm just not interested in accruing a lot of unnecessary junk in my life just to fill in space and fill in a void, an emotional void of wanting to keep up with the Joneses, wanting people to respect me based on my clothing, on what I look. I cannot give a shit now. As long as I'm clean and well groomed, to me, that's all you should care about. I'm not here so you can be like, oh my God, you got the latest, I don't know, Chanel bag, bitch. Oh my God. I know your purse costs $10,000. Girl, how can you afford that? I don't want nobody to be doing that to me. I used to be that type of person where I wanted somebody to compliment me on my clothing like that. I wanted someone to take notice. Now I cannot give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about your opinion about what I'm wearing. I just want to enjoy what I'm wearing for myself. Now, if you think it's stylish, I don't mind taking a compliment if you want to compliment me. But I am not here to please your eyes. Especially as the older I get, the people that look at you may not be worthy of you they having the privilege of eyeballing you. Especially when people know what you got. I've been in carjacking situations before. I've been through seeing people get their nice jewelry snatched off of their neck. I've had a gun to my face to have. It's not my car, but I was a child. My mom had a nice car. I forgot what kind of car it was. When we got out the car to enter to our home, two dudes came up and put guns in our faces to carjack my mom's car. I've been through all that shit. That shit is not amusing. Just so you can have people to oogle and ogle at you in your possessions. And some people can just look at you and be like, damn, you got that. I know that's expensive. Ooh, I'm like jealous in a good way. Like people say, oh, I'm jealous. But when people want to take that jealousy up a notch and want to point a gun in your goddamn face because they want what you have because they're too fucking lazy to work to get what you have. So they're waiting on you to make them expensive purchases, stick a gun up in your face and take what you worked hard for because they're unwilling to work hard for anything. Bitch. Bitch. You think I'm into impressing people? Sometimes impressing people comes with a price, and sometimes you can lose your fucking life trying to impress the wrong motherfucker. Let me tell you. If you haven't had a gun in your goddamn face, let me tell you, it's not a good feeling. Especially when they take your shit and drive off with it. Not a good feeling. It will piss you the fuck off. It will piss you the fuck off. Especially whatever you got. You don't be buying insurance on everything that you buy. The wealthy people do because they know because they're wealthy, they're always a goddamn target for something and they want that crap easily replaced. But people who are middle class, upper middle class, they don't buy insurance on everything that they buy that's pricey. They don't do that. Rarely they do. Um so yeah, I'm not into impressing people. I can give no fucks. I'm not interested in keeping with the Joneses and I want nobody competing with me and trying to. I don't even want them little stupid ass competitions that's really meaningless and it serves no purpose in the real fucking world. Maybe if you're shallow and stupid and you base your whole life by your fucking appearance and what you owe, it makes you feel special that everything that you own in your closet is by Chanel. You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare buy a t-shirt at Target. Oh no, that's beneath me. I only buy my t-shirts from Chanel at $1,000 each. Target? Oh, even darling, Nordstrom's is beneath me. I don't got the fucking time. Especially if it's a fucking t-shirt made in China like everything fucking else. Ain't nothing special about the fabric of the t-shirt that you spent $1,000 for. It's the same material that is sold out of Target for $15, bitch. I don't got the time. Uh, Maybe I can understand if your T-shirt is made out of silk, but not no fucking cotton, bitch. I don't got the time. The only high quality T-shirt I have experienced in life, because I know, because I used to buy them, was Calvin Klein's T-shirt. Oh my God! Now, if you spent money on a Calvin Klein T-shirt, that's a little bit different than buying Fruit of the Looms. That's totally different. That's totally different. Totally different. If you don't know nothing about Calvin Klein and his T-shirts, go find some Calvin Kleins. Touch a T-shirt. It would change your life. It would change your life. You you'll probably buy a Fruit of a Loom or whatever goddamn lower brand t-shirt just to have a t-shirt if you're not really giving a shit. But I'm just saying, a Calvin Klein t-shirt will change your life. It will change your life. I would say that. There's some people making basic stuff out of high quality material where you could be like, you know what? To me, in my mind, a t-shirt is a t-shirt, but Calvin Klein is a little different, and I'm not just saying it because it's Calvin Klein and people go like, "Ew, Calvin Klein" as a name brand. No, 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 no. It's an experience. It's an experience. Calvin Klein and Fruit of the Loom are not the same goddamn thing when it comes to t-shirts. I'm just saying. And I used to buy Calvin Klein bed sheets. I haven't done that in over 10 years. Calvin Klein bed sheets were out of the same material he made his t-shirts out of. I will tell you. I will tell you. When you have Calvin Klein bed sheets and cases, you would just get an orgasm just thinking about getting into bed, just thinking about, you can be at work and think about your bed with the Calvin Klein bed sheets and pillowcases, and you would just wet your panties, splooge in your drawers if you're a man. It will give you an orgasm to sleep in whatever quality cotton he uses. Oh, it gives me an orgasm right now. The thing I used to do, and I haven't done it since I have not bought Calvin Klein bed linens in over 10 years. That I did that crap for 5 years, from 2004, 2005 up to 2010, 2011. I would get out the shower, lotion up, and go to bed naked. There was no point in me sleeping in pajamas or underwear. Just the feel of the fabric against my body, highly arousing. It is doing something to me right now. I want to masturbate. I got pent up sexual frustration right now thinking about it. And there hasn't been any bed sheets since then that made me want to have multiple orgasms by sleeping in bed naked. Oh God. Oh God, let me get off and watch some porn and tickle my clitoris. I cannot take it any longer. I must self pleasure myself. Okay, bye. Have a good one, everybody. I guess I'm gonna be going on xhamster.com and looking at dick pic porn to get me off, bitch. Thinking about Calvin Klein bed sheets. Oh! Okay, I gotta go. Bye.